Hey there, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and this video is for the marketing team over at Cosmos Solar. Also want to give a shout out to John Maley for sending this video over to you guys. Thanks, John. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys 3 things that you can start doing today to bring in more customers to your business. Now, you might be asking yourselves, well, Brian, why would you show me these 3 things for free? Can't we just go do them ourselves and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. But what I've found is that most small businesses don't have the time or resources to worry about perfecting their website or thinking about coming up in Google searches. So if you do have the time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learn here. But if you don't, and you like what you see, just give me a call or shoot me an email after this video is over, and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but what are we actually talking about here? What are they trying to achieve? And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. And what that is a word or phrase that someone's going to search in Google when they want to purchase a service. So in the case of Kosmos Solar, that might be something like solar panels Dallas. So I went ahead and looked that up on Google, and we can take a look at what comes up. So we have paid ads at the top. We're not going to cover those today. And then we have the Google Maps section, which we will come back to. And finally, the organic listings. And these are the links that come up without having to pay any money to Google. So most of the clicks from searches like this are going to go to these top 3 organic listings, right? And we can see that a few of your competitors are coming up here. So we have Sunrun, DFW, Solar Electric, right? But if we scroll down, we don't see Cosmos Solar until, okay, there you are. This is at least like 10th, maybe the 12th spot on here. And realistically, people don't scroll very far to find a business they want to work with. They see these first couple links and they say, you know what, I'll check out these top 2 or 3 and pick one of them because they just assume they're the best businesses. So you really need to get in those top 3 to take advantage of all the website traffic that's going to come from these searches. So you might ask yourself, well, how much traffic is that? How many people are really searching this? And we can take a look at this tool I use called Ahrefs that gets me search engine data. And we can see that 1,100 people every single month are searching for that keyword solar panels Dallas. Right? And if you go down this list, another 800 for solar panels in Dallas. Dallas solar panels, 500, right? So we got thousands of people searching for the service you provide every single month. And if you're not in those top 3 spots, nobody's really going to click on your website. So how can we get in those top spots? That's going to come back to those 3 strategies I mentioned. So the first of those is going to be adding content to your website. And what I mean by that is what Google wants to see, which is about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content that contains those keywords that you're trying to target, right? So if we look at cosmosolar.com, your website looks great. Definitely looks like it was professionally done. And you have a good amount of content too. So that's great. That's a great start. But you're still not ranking very high. So why is that? Well, let's take a look at your competitor, DFW. I think they were in the 2nd spot. So if we scroll to the bottom, they don't have too much content either. And that basically means 2 things. One, that's a good thing, because just by doing the bare minimum, that 2,000 words, we're going to be able to beat them out. And 2, it means the content you do have might not be written the way that's going to help Google find you. So what Google wants to see, like I said, is those keywords in the content. So you're probably not using specific phrases like solar panels Dallas in here, right? Also, it needs to be written in a way that sounds like a person wrote it, right? Google doesn't want AI writing their website content. I don't know if you guys did that or not, but there's ways you can, make it seem more legit to Google. Okay, so that's content. Let's move on to the second thing. That's going to be what's called backlinks. Now, a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that you are a credible business and that you are relevant to whatever people are searching. So we're looking over at Ahrefs again, and we can see you have 124 backlinks, right? So that's actually a really good start. And if we look over at that competitor, DFW Solar Electric, they only have 94. So you actually have more backlinks than they do. And so you have to ask yourself, why are they still beating us? Well, the thing with backlinks is it's not all about quantity. It's also about the quality and the way you do it, right? So we can take a look at your backlinks. And, one problem that I see starting out is this column here, the do follow links. If that is a 0, that means you don't have any do follow links. And basically, if there's no do follow link, it doesn't count towards your search engine power, right? So all these ones with a 0, they're not helping you climb those search results. And all right, one other thing that could be going wrong is your backlink anchors. So this is going to be the text on the backlink that's actually linked to your website. So you have Kosmos Solar, that's good. You definitely want your business name. You definitely want your URL, that's great. But what I'm not seeing here is those buyer intent keywords that we talked about, right? You want to have text that's actually linking using phrases like solar panels Dallas. And that's going to make it so, it's not only giving you credibility, but it also tells Google that you are relevant to that keyword search. Okay, so that's backlinks. Now, one more thing I wanted to mention was the Google Map Pack. So I'm sure you've seen this before. That's this section here that has a Google Maps image right here, and then 3 featured businesses. So these are actually super important because while most of the clicks go to these organic listings, a good chunk, like 30 to 40% of the clicks go to these top 3 Google Maps businesses as well. So it's super important that we get you in these top 3. Now, how do we do that? Well, one strategy is to add citations to your business. And a citation is kind of like a backlink, except instead of going to your website, it goes to your Google Maps profile, right? So we can add a bunch of citations, and then there's a few other things we can do, such as optimizing your images, and we can fill out the rest of the fields in your Google Maps listing in the way that Google wants to see. All right, so those are those 3 things I mentioned. As a reminder, that's going to be the content on your website, 2,000 words of content that has those keywords in it, right? That's what Google wants to see. Then backlinks. We can go through, fix all the, add some new backlinks that have anchors constructed the right way. Leadhounds, has a network of websites that we own that can give you that extra backlink power. And then there's the third thing, which is that Google Map Pack, right? Getting in those top 3 featured businesses just to get you that extra traffic. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. If you like what you saw, just give me a call or shoot me an email, and we can talk about the next steps. All right, thanks.